And we are live.
Blessings, everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and this is my brother Rastafari Samurai.
Never leaving you dry in your eye. Approve this message nationwide.
And we got Collision, I have Tough Dumpling and Mega Sean, legendary
Mm-hmm.
MCs from Canada,
Konnichiwa, Guan.
Ontario. Bless up.
Yeah,
We say,
man.
brothers.
Yeah, man. We got some pioneers in the house, man. We
Yeah,
got some
man. Talking
pioneers in the
banana
culture.
south, if you don't know.
Don't know. It's always a pleasure
Yo,
talking
man,
to pioneers,
I
man.
have to invite you
I
brothers
hear you.
because I feel that we need more, people to
Hold
know
on,
about.
hold on. Your microphone is a little low. Can you turn
Your
it
Yo,
up a
yo,
little
check.
bit?
microphone is
Wait,
low.
let's see. Hello?
Talk into it. Here.
Yo, take this one.
Yeah, give
Here's
him.
the loud one.
Yeah,
Here's the
give
loud
him that
one.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You just not talk
I
loud
feel
enough.
there's not enough like people like you brothers showcase, like, I'm not saying showcasing, like, people need to see more like of the foundation, for example, and to learn more about like experiences to help a lot of these artists now, because I feel a lot of them are not, there's so much artists out there, all this information, but they're not really doing like how you brothers been doing things from back years ago, like actually going, leaving the country. You get
Yeah.
what I mean? Like leaving the country is a big thing. You get what I mean? How much of them are doing that and networking with the
And
music
not only that,
besides
you
being
you
here?
did it more than once. It's not only a one-time thing. It's not a
Yeah.
one-time thing.
That's a
So
big
yeah.
thing to leave here, and you have to invest in yourself to leave here. You get
Here,
what I
here's the
mean?
problem. Here's the problem that nobody's understanding. The population of Canada is the same as the state of New York or the state of California. That's the first thing. There's no artist that's going to stay here that can make anything really happen because the population is not big enough for any genre of music. Because if the whole population of the country is that small,
Hmm.
right? Each person in the country listens to their own genre of music. Our particular genre of music probably has the least amount of fans in the country because our country is so
Yeah, yeah,
multicultural,
You know what? It's strange
right?
you mentioned that, Megashawn. I've been saying this to my brother. We don't have the
yeah,
population in the culture.
yeah. It's true.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying? For the
So here's what
culture
happens.
support.
Not only that, is there's not enough money.
Well, that
There's not enough
too.
business minds in this country. So what happens is the artists that focus on hip hop, R&B, urban musics, reggae,
Yeah,
they can never stay here and make enough money to leave the country. So how are they
yeah,
going to leave? They have to work a 9 to 5 and chance getting fired to leave the country to go do something for their music.
yeah,
It's a catch
Mm.
22 up here, and then the government provides these artists with little grants and makes them feel like they're getting somewhere, and then they put stipulations on the grants where you cannot do this or you cannot do that, and the artist will get some money for a grant, and then they put a cap on it all.
mm,
Up here is a lot of smoking mirrors, and once artists get into it, it's a lot of pocket draining stuff they have to go through, and it's not like any other country. When you leave here, you see, wow, why do I feel like I'm a superstar in this other country? Like I
Because
have
you're not
footage.
appreciated here.
I have footage like in Amsterdam. I'd walk into the place. It's like they're begging for me to get into the place. You give
mm.
me a bottle. Everyone's screaming my tune. You come here and you can walk down the street. Nobody's gonna see you. It's weird.
No, bro, wait. Hold on. I see what you're saying. Like, do you get the same experience, Collision? Yeah, yeah, you got that same experience from up.
Um, hmm, it's kind of funny because for me, I think I sit in a different place.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mm,
because I think I came out as a like more of a crossover artist.
yeah,
So what happened? So in the hip hop, you're as good as your last tune, right? But in
Right.
reggae, you just need one tune and you're a star for life.
yeah,
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
yeah.
I could have made the tune in '88. Man, walk up to yo, a big tune and make it up.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? You know what? Listen here. Listen here. I'm gonna say this straight up. I still have you guys CD Tough Dumpling
Mhm.
scene up to this
That's
day. I have a CD player. and once in a while I like to put it on. Seen? I mean, like to hear the tones. You see? I'm real
I
shit.
got
I'm
the
being a
record. It
realist
looked
here,
dub plate. Your
and
record was
I'm a
like dub
real.
plate size, eh?
I'm just being
Right.
a
I think I
realist
have
here.
that
You know what
one.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that freestyle up till this day, mm, it bomb, man.
Bless. But yeah, like right now, the music industry, like especially for hip hop
Come true.
or
We are.
urban music, is not like before where artists was making money from the music. Like we talked earlier, like a couple months ago, collision about like streaming versus like you have your physical copy of your record and you could
Yeah.
actually go to an event and sell like maybe 20 of them, and 20
Yeah.
of those you'll make more money than any streaming unless you have some good promotion behind you
Exactly.
to
No,
make
for
money.
sure. I mean, like I said, I've been lucky just because I do like that whole crossover thing works really well because I could book for a hip hop show or a reggae show.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm traveling, when I'm outside of Canada, they see me more of a reggae artist than a hip hop artist.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once you have the West Indian accent on anything, it's other. It's not hip hop no more. So if you put me on a trap beat and I rap in patois, it's
Mm-hmm.
other. It's not. It's they don't categorize it as me doing hip hop.
So yo,
So
Here's the whole
sorry.
thing. The problem is with me or Collision. I don't think we've. I understand the problem that artists are having in this country. I don't believe we've had as much problems as them
Yeah.
because like we have generated money somehow out of it. We found our lanes
yeah,
and
yeah,
we've ran with it and we're still here. We are still here.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're still doing our thing, we've obviously hold on a second. We've obviously found a way to, I guess we could call it our niche.
yeah,
Like our niche. Like I used to sell CDs on the street. At first, that was my niche because me and my crew sold over 100,000 CDs. We lived off of this for years. Because of that, that's how I got my McDonald's commercial, milk commercial, and all that stuff. And then we were living, we found a way, much music TV shows and all that stuff. We found a way to make it work for us because like Collision knows himself and he found a way to make it, he found a lane for his personality and his stuff. And same with me. And
Yeah.
it is a crossover thing. I crossover in hip hop pop type crossover type stuff that I try to do. He does hip hop reggae type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you stifle yourself as a one dimensional hip hop artist, it's way more harder too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's gonna be way more harder for them to, because then you have to battle once you leave. If you're doing trap music in Toronto and then you
Yeah.
go to Atlanta and do trap music, it's a whole different ball game. But
Yeah.
if you already have your own style and you go to Atlanta, if I rap on a trap beat, they're just accepting it as something different. You're bringing your own flavor to it. It's not you're in competition with them, right?
Yeah.
And so, a lot of things. If you're talking money, everything you guys said about the population, I totally agree. It's just not enough to sustain in a particular way. But if you play certain cards that you know you have in the right timing, you definitely could, you could weather a lot of storms.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you'd have to not just focus on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can right. You cannot just focus
But
on
do
here
you think
because
that's changed? But okay, I'm gonna ask you because I know certain artists are now it's becoming popular to perform in small cities, like in
oh yes.
Canada. Like, do you feel that could be like an avenue where more artists should take advantage of, like
They,
locally touring your own, like Ontario or Vancouver, Montreal? Because I feel that's becoming popular now. I've seen even artists, the
it's
young
not
artists
even
from
those
there.
big cities. It's more like you go tour on
Mm,
Cambridge, Ajax, cities outside of Montreal. That's
yeah,
what's going to work. The
yeah,
smaller cities outside the big cities.
yeah.
I've
Yeah,
done a cross Canada tour opening up for Blake McGrath and Jay Diggs. And somehow we did a show every city all the way across the country. and they're all rammed from PEI all the way to Vancouver. But I noticed that these guys are not in the. They're not putting on these shows in like not like ACC stuff, but you
Yeah.
gotta people gotta and another thing, artists have to start putting themselves on. The problem with artists in the city is they're waiting for the handout. It ain't never gonna happen. It ain't never gonna happen. Jay-Z never got a handout. Why did you guys think you were gonna get one?
You think they're waiting for the handout? The
Hundred
new
percent.
generation though?
100%.
What's out right now? You still think
Not the drug dealer rappers. They don't have to wait for the handout because they're making money and they're putting it towards the music. Like, let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
If I wasn't making money selling T-shirts, it wouldn't be. I couldn't do what I'm doing either. You know what I mean? The music takes money. You know what I mean? Some artists think that they can invest zero and make a mill.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That's foolish.
That's a dream.
So wait, you're saying the ones who are successful right now, like I'm saying, what's up with they is like what you just said. You're mentioning it's something drug dealing rapper.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah,
but you
I know.
can hear it.
I know.
Come on, let's be real. There's a genre of hip hop called trap.
Yeah,
What is it focused on?
yeah, that's what
Trapping.
Yeah.
What is trapping?
But not
All
the
right.
drill too. What do you think of drill?
Ops,
I'm gonna ask you
clout,
both.
ops, clout, all of that.
But wait, I want to
Everything.
ask
He
you
just
both.
brought up trap. I'm just bringing up the definition of all of that.
You know what's
You know?
more than trap now is this drill shit. What I'm hearing, what a lot of places are trying to
Listen,
ban
listen
and
here,
stuff.
listen
Yeah,
here.
but drill
It's glad he
drill
brought that up
doesn't necessarily
because
focus
that's what's
on
been happening
negativity.
lately.
It's a sound.
What you say?
Drill doesn't necessarily focus on the negative stuff, the negative culture, but it's a
that's
sound
what
and
we-
it's associated with it.
Well,
But it's not
no, he has a
necessarily.
point. He has a point. You
Well,
do have a
listen,
point.
man,
No,
that's not the definition they put in
no,
the
listen, no,
Wikipedia.
he's trying to put on the general sense, but I hear
Yeah,
what
I
he's
know what you're
saying.
saying.
There's ones who don't do that. They'll rap the thing and it sounds good. You know what I mean? But they're not.
No, but the
talking
name
about-
drill, if you do the research, what I know, I'm going to be honest, I'm not just going to make it up. The name drill comes from a guy from Chicago, and that's why Chicago, it became big with Chief Keef. And the drill is just a nickname for the gun shit. Because if you look on Chicago's history, a lot of the rappers were getting died over songs back and forth for the last 10 years or so or more.
What are you talking
Became
about?
popular. Chief
Since
Keef.
since
Chief
since since the '90s, rappers been dying because of
No, but I
songs.
mean,
You never
like
heard
the
of
drill,
Biggie and
the
Tupac?
music. The music, what is okay? They have gangster music, right? They have gangster music, but this music, directly, every song they do, it's not like talking about anything else. The only thing is going on is talking about you got what I mean, shooting the enemy or doing some type of violent action. That's what's promoted. Yeah, it doesn't go
Right.
past that content. It's only
Yeah,
like
but
back and forth.
the media and the powers that be want that type of stuff promoted. You're never gonna hear you if you notice. The last Nas record you heard on the radio was "I Know I Can Be What I Want to Be." After that, they're like, "We ain't playing this guy no more. This song is way too positive. We thought he was a drug dealer rapper." If you notice, there's a narrative. They want us to kill each other, and they know the music we listen to, so they promote that type of stuff.
See, it's kind of weird how they promote it, but then they say how they're gonna ban it because right here in England, it became big in England, and they take it out. They take it off of YouTube. They're taking the videos off YouTube.
You know why that's starting to happen? Because it's affecting white kids now.
Okay, that's why I'm telling you right now.
I'm serious, being real.
Yeah, I know my virgin say, yeah, you can't ban music, but what they're doing now too. Look in Jamaica. Like I was talking with my pops and some other people. You hear about what they're going on with
Yeah,
down there now?
they're banning all violent and drug songs in Jamaica. That's
Pattern.
I applaud that.
Pattern.
That's
okay. So who else?
that's very very wicked of them. That's dope. Because if Jamaica can prove that if they ban all videos and violent songs and it helps lower the violence in their country, they're going to set a template for the world.
Yeah. This is the world.
And they're also going to set a template for real artists
Yeah.
to actually start expressing themselves like music should be.
More creative.
Yes. 100%.
But that kills a genre. That's gonna kill a genre of
And it has needed to be killed. Aren't you tired of seeing people die? Music influences the world.
But then, okay, people can
I spoke to my dad about this the other day. I said when he was growing up, he was listening to Bob Marley, all these artists, and that's how they dress. My pops dressed in suits like the artists he used to listen to. They conduct themselves like the artists they used to listen to. And all of these kids today conduct themselves like the artists they listen to. The killers. And
But
that's why
then,
the society is like this.
okay, so you
Music has
agree?
a way bigger influence than everybody thinks.
You agree with the Jamaica's ban, like that type of thing? What they're saying to do?
Yes, I agree with Jamaica's band. Yes, especially that country because
Isn't that freedom of
they
speech
have
though? Isn't that where you're getting in freedom of speech?
that's America you're talking about. America has freedom of speech.
Yeah, I know the crime rate. I know the crime rate. They're gonna say the crime rate and stuff. But
At least
isn't
they
that
should
the
try it.
stereotype of hip hop music? What people been saying that the music of hip hop is responsible for violence? The same thing.
No, see the problem here is
Man,
it
got
is
some
not.
views.
They use that as a scapegoat. They can't say hip hop caused violence in America when they're putting out Rambo and they're putting out Terminator. They can't say that in America because they put out all kind of violent stuff.
You think hip hop?
I came. It does.
My
I
virgin
came up with G Unit. I was old enough to understand that it's not right, but at the time they just had a strangle on the street, like the youth at that time, like,
love G Unit.
and that's what
Collision.
girls wanted too.
Do you
Females
think
wanted to
Jamaica is
fight.
right for putting this ban on violence music and videos?
What do you think?
I don't know. That
I
one's a
think
tough one.
I think it does. Like,
That was a tough one, brethren. I'm just watching you talk, going, "That's a tough one."
It is a tough one, but wouldn't you love to see less violence in the country you were born in?
Yo, but it was like it's a tone. It's a form of storytelling of what's going on. So you can't. You get what I'm saying? Like for me, it was. I mean, I rapped about food because I was making beats and food was around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
But
that's not destroying anybody's life.
I'm making a beat and I see the Aki and I just throw the lyrics in the song.
Saltfish, yo, and the banana and all that. Yo, I still play that track. It's
But you
done.
just made a point. You just made
But
a
what I'm
perfect
trying to
point.
say, if you're out
You're
in the
saying
street,
your music is influenced by when you sing Aki and Banana.
Yeah.
You're
Yo,
saying
it
your
made
your
me
your
want
life
Aki and
influences your
banana.
music.
yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like this. It's a form of you getting your expression out. So if you're out in the streets, that's what you're expressing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I can't put I don't know how to lock that off because it's a form of expression. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
What's
That's fair
happening
enough.
is the amount of people with the same expression that's getting promoted, that might be a problem. But that expression by itself, I don't think is a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, too much.
So,
Yeah, putting too much.
so
through.
if you put out a Buja song and then a Chronic song, you're evening the playing field. But if you're putting all the Badman song out and that's all that's getting the rents, then that's what keeping everything off balance.
Say that again.
My
Say it again.
virgin said that's what the people want.
I know y'all can't see me. I'm just in the shadows. That's what the people want. It bothers me too as an artist, but that's what the people want. Like,
It's not what
wholeheartedly,
the
I'd
people
rather
want.
talk
That's
some
that was
real
is what the people were brainwashed to want.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Because
exactly what I'm saying.
if we all ask our parents growing up,
Hmm.
our parents growing up, and all of their friends, if you ask them, Louis, when you were growing up, did you want to hear gun talk in the songs? They'll say no. There was nothing going on like that when we were growing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody still loved music when they were growing up.
What do you mean? They were saying nothing like that was going on?
No, that wasn't the main thing that people were listening to. Otis Redding wasn't talking about that.
Yeah.
Bob Marley wasn't talking about
No,
that.
but my pops told me just
the
recently.
Isley
I
Brothers
thought
wasn't talking about
that
that.
wasn't true, but my pops said they had music what they banned too. It wasn't the first time. I said, which music were you talking about? He said there were certain songs where they would put like certain messages in there, like maybe not like hip hop. No, how with the words, but they had certain things they would say that they'd ban from the radio.
Let me ask you something. How many pop songs you guys hear about shooting people?
0.
Wait,
How many
but
country
listen,
music
don't you
songs?
have a
How many
Jamaican?
country
You have a
music songs?
popular,
Hold on. How many country music songs
I
do you
shot
guys
the
hear about
sheriff.
shooting people?
Remember that?
Yes,
I shot the sheriff.
but I didn't shoot the deputy.
That's a
Yes,
big
okay.
one.
Yes, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's probably more
But
like that. What
that
else?
was a
Yo,
story. But
what
yeah,
band
you have a
redid
point
I
with that
Shot
one.
the Sheriff?
Yeah, I shot
But
the
can you
sheriff.
really say I Shot the Sheriff was
That
a
was
gunman
isn't that the
song?
Wailers?
No, who
It's
did
Bob
that
Marley and the
song?
Wailers.
Who did I Shot the Sheriff? The band that did the cover of that song.
I forgot who. Bob Dylan? Is it no? Is it Bob
Maybe yeah, I know what you're talking about. They
Bob
done a
Dylan?
Yes,
cowboy
That's
version
what made that whole
in the
Bob
movie.
Marley thing big. It was a
Yeah,
white band
UB40.
covering
UB40.
that song.
no,
I
maybe
think
you're
so.
right.
I think it was
It could be Bob.
UB40.
It could be Bob Dylan. Maybe
It,
it's some
No,
old
I don't think it
school.
was no Bob Dylan.
I literally just watched a documentary where they brought up I Shot the Sheriff, and they were like, "That's what got Bob in the limelight because he was the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
band at the time,
yeah.
and they redid Shot
Oh,
the
you know what?
Sheriff."
I think it was Sting. I think it was
Yeah,
Sting.
it could have been. It's one of those guys though.
It's Sting.
It's
I
on
think it was
that
Sting.
era, and they said
I think it was
because
Sting.
they redid Shot the Sheriff,
Mhm.
people went digging for Bob Marley afterwards.
And I
Oh,
think he also wrote a couple of Sting songs, Bob Marley.
mhm.
He said that in an interview.
Wait. What? Sting was part of a group, wasn't he? Part of
The
Yes.
Police,
the
The
police.
Police.
yeah,
Yes.
So when was this? The 70s.
Yeah, I never heard
yeah.
that.
This was the '70s.
I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that. I knew that. What's it? Isn't
Yo,
that
I'll send you the clip. I have it
Yeah.
online. I'll send you the clip. You're gonna die because it's just like
Okay.
it was right when they were trying to figure out reggae and punk was kind of meeting up in the UK. Because you remember Bob Marley record got all mastered and remixed in the UK.
But it's a coincidence that Peter Tosh was with what's his name from the other band there, Rolling Stones. What's his name? Mick Jagger. In the same time period, around what the early eight. What?
Yeah, because they were pulling all that reggae sound. That reggae sound was getting big, and they wanted more influence from it
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't.
Yeah, because
They
all the groups
knew
were just
they
stealing the
knew they
reggae
couldn't
sound. The Police, UB40, they were just running with it.
Yeah,
They thought that they could just steal the sound and run with it, but they actually helped reggae music get bigger.
Oh, I see what happened there. And after then, you seen a lot of the UK reggae had that type of what pop, like a pop sound mix with rock, like
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
especially UK. Check out the UK in the 80s. There's a lot of mixed, like whatever. They have a lot of records mixed like dance music, and that's where jungle comes from too. All that stuff. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What's that?
Jungle music. You remember jungle music? Oh, you remember?
Yo, I
jungle?
think your volume is lower now.
Yo, see, I'm all right. The mic's right here. You can hear me.
Yeah,
perfect.
now you gotta stick with the mic.
I like the mic, man.
Ah, that's why.
I'm a fan of the mic instead of this. The lava mic is good sometimes, but I like this mic though. So, but yeah, like there's a lot of things right now in the culture going on that that I don't know what you guys think about, like what's going on with the promotion of the culture. Like Kanye West, he represents the culture. He should be representing the culture, but
Now we're getting into this is what we call hip hop politics.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to sit. Man.
Everybody's mad at Kanye.
what do you think
Hold on.
about that? Like it
I'm
or
gonna
not,
get you a
he's
seat. Hold on.
representing the hip hop culture to other people who, when they
Listen,
look up hip hop right
I
now.
can't say nothing bad about Kanye West. He's a very big influence of mine. So
He's talking the truth.
he is a little bit gone haunted at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think everybody know he has mental issues at this
Yeah.
point.
Yes, at this point we can say it's mental issues.
We could officially just
Yeah.
Mhm.
just let him deal with himself.
Yes, we could chalk this one up to mental issues, but the problem is they're going to vote him into the presidency.
What? You think they're gonna vote him into presidency?
Yeah,
Damn, I want to see that.
yeah,
happen.
he's going to be the most famous candidate, and they're going to vote him in. If
Vote
they were
him in-
crazy enough to vote in Donald Trump, he's next up.
What? They're gonna feel sorry for him to vote him in?
No, that was you see his whole White Lives Matter
Yeah,
T-shirt thing.
yeah,
For hip hop, that was the wackest move he could ever did.
yeah.
To become the president of the United States in that country, very smart move. Very smart.
Yeah, because the Americans will listen to anything what goes on TV.
You think
Yeah,
so?
Yeah, that's
and
what Donald Trump
he
said in
just he just
'98.
got all the white people in America on his
Check this
side.
out. Check this out. You know what? He said in '98 on a statement. He said, and he was a Democrat at the time.
Oh yeah.
I have to be a Republican, and American people will believe anything they see on TV. He said this in
Yeah,
'98.
yeah,
I
he
saw
did
that
say
footage.
something like that.
Who
Okay.
said that?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a Democrat at the time.
He's Democrat.
He wasn't a Republican.
Yeah, so Kanye West has to be a Republican too. That's the only way he'll win too. He
Yeah.
wouldn't win as a Democrat.
All right then. As long as you know that. Mm-hmm.
True.
It's funny you ask one question that has led into politics any direction you turn.
See, I told you, Kanye West is all politics. It's a
Yep.
politic question.
Well, yeah, Kanye
Yeah,
West.
but he's a madman still sometimes. Listen here. They
Listen,
always say this. Listen here. They always say that geniuses are mad. From
No,
long
but no,
time.
listen.
Yeah.
Listen, man. From long time they say them mad. But me gonna tell you something about him. I've been watching him a long time. See? Check this out. I liked it when his mouth was shut up. And he not say nothing.
say that.
And no, listen here, man.
He's
Listen.
an artist.
No,
Of
I
course
know,
he's gonna
no.
be-
Listen, he was a beat maker first and all of that. And he was making the beats, and he was loving it, and all of a sudden he more wide open and he just stop.
No, you
Right.
mean
But that's
you liked
the
him when he
thing.
didn't do
Been this way
interviews.
from day one.
Yeah, but that's why
That's
it's
the-
shut. That's why it was shut from long time. It wasn't supposed to be
man. This
open.
man is a billionaire.
Listen here. Do you know what was supposed to be open? Him mind with the music. Boom, 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 boom. Open up
Well,
that
yeah.
more.
Nah, he's bigger than
But
me.
you got to
I
understand,
know
he's
that.
done
You could say
he's
that.
done everything. He's done everything he needs to do in music. That's why everybody thinks that's what his goal is, to make more music. He wants to be the president of the United States.
man.
I don't know why,
Yo,
but
from the time
that's what
from
his
the
goal
time
is
when
now.
he said from the time he said on Katrina, yo, he doesn't care about black. I went, yo, this guy's on a mission now. And what he does on the words and stuff, like I went, yo, this guy's a drama queen for the media, eh? You love the drama
Yes.
queen in the media, eh?
That's something I can agree with.
I'll play.
Yeah, he figured out to while up the media,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
and he's got it down to a science now.
He definitely has it down to a
God
sense.
damn it.
So
You can't really knock him. He
No,
seems
no,
crazy, but everything he
God
does, it
damn
works.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean the
It's
media
working.
is selling them records.
What if he wore that white shirt to troll white people?
That's why you did it for.
No, but most black people were offended thinking that he was trolling us.
No, you're doing it for them because if people read into like what he was saying, right? If they're reading to what he was saying, it was for like what you're saying. It was to catch to wild them up. It was to wild everybody up.
And it
Of
worked.
course, and it worked. It's
That's
working.
everything he does is just to do that.
It's working.
But it works.
Like, brilliant.
That's why people can't really knock him. He's doing things to sell
And he's doing
records.
this as a
Yo,
billionaire.
man,
And
you
he's
know what I
selling
think?
records.
You know what I think he
You're not
did
doing
hype?
this
You know what I
as,
think
like,
he did hype
a
though?
regular guy.
Not relate to the music though, but you see, now he say, yo, I gotta see my pitney. I'm gonna buy a house right in front of Kenny. Seen? I'm gonna go right in front. See, me now, I'm gonna have to drive far. You know what I mean? I went, that's the illest move you did, bro. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Did you guys know that Kanye West was Kim Kardashian's stylist from before they even got married, behind the scenes?
What is that?
This guy has been her stylist her whole career.
Yep.
Kanye West.
I don't know
Hmm.
that. He
What?
knew, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait.
She'll you could go Google it,
Stylist.
check
He likes to. He
check
said
her
himself-
out on her interview. She says Kanye West has been my stylist from teenager.
That's fact. He said himself. He said he likes.
Well,
to
like I
muse,
said
he likes to
again, an
turn his women
artist
into
like to do
muses and
different
shit.
things, madman things, and all of that. So they have to express themselves. You know what I mean? They gotta express themselves in different ways. Fashion, art. All of this has to do with
So, yo,
fashion and art anyway, you know?
It's a thin line, though.
What?
It's a thin line.
Thin line of what?
Insane, genius.
Insane.
Isn't that what they
Yeah.
say?
Listen here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
say
definitely-
one more thing about him, Zin.
It's a very
I'm gonna
thin
end
line.
it from with Kanye here. Yo, check this out. You see if the mommy was still around, you wouldn't be
Not
going in like this.
No.
No, sir, you agree with me if or not? You don't know because she was the only woman could tell him, say, no, son, no, it's not gonna go like that. No. I'm not gonna tolerate that.
I agree with
One
that.
man
If his
always
mother
will
was
get
still around,
more.
he wouldn't be going on so crazy.
You know, none
But
of this nonsense.
that's part
be
of the
going
reason
on.
why he is so crazy, though.
Yeah, that's right. So that's why he said, yo, mom's gone. Fuck the world and don't ask me for shit.
Yo, maybe this is too deep.
It's a
All right,
hard
what's
thing
the
to
next?
lose, though.
What's
That's a
next on
hard.
the topic? What's the next?
I don't know, but I don't know if you guys. I know like some people see social media, but there's different characters. What's arising? This guy's interested into me. People don't like him, but you ever heard of this guy named Charleston White?
Oh God.
Oh Lord of mercy.
Yeah.
Wait, you ever heard of? Have you heard of this guy Charleston White?
In Texas.
Okay,
Nah.
this guy, right? His whole thing, how he got big, is basically what people call in the rap game ratting people out. So what he does is get like rappers, and he's basically exposing
He's
them.
an internet troll.
Yeah, he's getting. Hold on,
But
man.
what
He
he
gets their past, and he uses it against them and saying basically. He's saying you guys are spreading like negative lyrics, violent lyrics. You guys are hypocrites. Like he's basically criticizing part of the hip hop game of how a lot of these guys glorify violence and shouldn't feel sorry for certain rappers if they die because this is the music they choose to promote, right? And people have gotten mad at him because he's like talking about like dead rappers.
He's
So
the one that's beefing with Ti right now.
like
Talking
to me it's
about
comedy.
T.I.
I'm sorry. To me it's comedy, but this is
Well,
serious.
I don't think if he's not respecting the dead, that's not funny.
No.
He's trolling. He
No,
trolls. He's a
yeah,
grown
right.
man. He's not like no new age. Like he's
No.
a big like he says, and I think he backed it up too, that he works with the community and
Yeah, it
he works with the police and
Yeah,
stuff,
with
and
the police.
he does stuff for the youth and stuff like that. So he's
So
basically
he sounds like a reverse Kanye West.
Yeah.
Like he's just
but
doing
he's
things to
country
just get attention, but he
though.
doesn't necessarily
He's country.
back everything he says.
Like, and he has one eye. He has like a glass eye.
eye.
Like,
But when he
glass
came
eye.
on in the
his
beginning,
story is
he
just-
came on with like himself like he had weapons. Remember, he stopped doing that stuff now.
Mm.
When he first was introduced, he came on like he had all these weapons with him and said, "Yo, no one could ever come mess with me and shit like this." And then he was calling out like these dead rappers who he says basically like people. He's saying, "Why are people like sorry for these guys and they're promoting violence?" Like like he's calling.
Okay, let's touch on that though. You think he's right or wrong?
He's right in a lot of the things because they only promoting the big videos to make him look crazy. But if you watch his videos, like the ones what they don't promote, it makes sense what he's saying.
No, but
A lot of this shit.
his delivery is
Controversial.
super. It's like I don't even know if that's the right word. It's worse than that because he literally like goes in. He does the same shit that the rappers do to an extreme. Like you can't even get him to chill out. He blew up off of Vlad, basically. I'm trying to give you context to what type of guy this is. Like he's using the cameras and the online attention to send a message, but the way he's going about it, it will literally make like rappers cruise and their entourage want to hurt him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He maced. Who did he mace the
the
other
one
day?
that probably want to kill him.
He maced Soldier Boy.
Yeah,
He maced him the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, like he's doing a
but
lot.
this guy,
I don't-
they're saying people are scared.
What
of
am
him.
I hearing?
He knows the law. And police, he knows the law. This is what this guy says.
I don't know. To me, he's like a distraction. Cause
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
thinks
bro,
he's
like,
Their own interview.
he's making money out of this shit. Like, he says it too. He'll literally say it in the interview.
You're killing me, dog.
He's extreme. Like I never seen nobody like that.
So here,
a lot of rappers,
here what? What's the takeover now?
a lot of rappers
Yo.
are scared of this guy.
Collision.
Scared of him.
Yo,
With the feds.
Yeah.
What was this? Is that a new song that's Scott tune?
yep.
Okay, tell everybody what this tune is. What made you come up with it and all them things.
Oh, the Scott tune. Actually,
Yes.
it was
What's it called?
Vibes.
It's called Vibes.
Yeah.
All right. What made you come up with this? What made you say, you know what? This is what I want to drop. Who made the beat? You made the beat?
No, I didn't do the beat.
Okay.
My boy did the beat, and we're trying to figure out. It's his single, actually. So he sent me the
Pro-Logic?
track. He sent me the
Pro-Logic?
track, and when I heard the track, it was more like Chip already had his hook on there.
That's Chip Fu on the hook?
Yeah, that's Chip Fu on the hook.
Yeah. Brethren, you're kidding me right now. No, no, no,
And
no, no.
so when I heard Chip Fu part, I was like, "Oh shit, this guy's
I thought
killing
that
it."
sounded like Bob Marley's son on the hook. That's why I was like, did these guys get?
No,
Ah,
man, it's Chip Fu. Chip Fu's killer at that. Like him and he's been doing it for a while. If go on his YouTube page, you're gonna see him do deep in that reggae shit. Like he goes crazy, and it's just no one doesn't know that side of him just because he's known for the fast rap from
yeah,
Bruce Dickens.
that I
There's a
would
video too
never
for
ever
that.
have guessed this. I never would have guessed that, man.
Yeah.
Never.
There's
So,
a video for
but
that.
yeah, they're gonna be posting, running promotions on it over the next
I
month.
remember
I
like
think it drops October 28th.
Where's Pro Logic from? Here?
He's from Kitchener.
Okay, see.
So Pro Logic, you got Know It All and Pro Logic. Those are two producers out of Kitchener. We used to go record digging back in the day.
See.
So
And
it was like the four of us.
let me add. Did you guys go here?
Yep. Yo, they just did the viewing today. Big up, lady.
I was there.
See.
Just
How
came
was
from
it?
there.
Oh, you
How
saw
was
it?
it?
No, I was doing some interviews and showing a premiere of a prototype of an action figure
Yeah, my brother was there.
of the owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Got you.
Yeah, man.
See.
So the whole idea, they like, we were just doing tracks back in the day. So when they hit me up, they were just like, "Yo, check this track out." And the moment I heard it, I was like, "Yo, this is fire."
Mm.
So, but when I think I got a text, I can't remember if I got an email first or a text, but I was curious because most time when it comes to features, it's hard for me to do a feature unless I really like the beat,
Mm.
especially because I'm a producer already.
Mhm.
So it's like tenfold is really hard to get my attention on a track. So the moment I heard the first 5 seconds of it, I was like, shit, I gotta do this. Like once Chip Fu started that hook, I was like, damn.
See. That's
So,
dope. That's dope
yeah.
record, man. That's dope record. You sent that to me. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Like 2 days ago.
See. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dope record. It's dope record.
But yo, big up Pro Logic, Chip Fu. Oh shoot. You got the yo,
No, that's a CD.
he got the CD. You know how hard it is to get the CD?
still got it, you know. Trust me.
I looked it up. It was like
Damn
$100.
I
What's
got the
that?
And you know
download
you're
by now.
scratching up $100 right now.
A classic, this, you know.
That's
Mad
dope. You
thing.
got that. A lot of people don't have that.
Mad thing that.
They'll have the vinyl, but the CD was rare.
Well, I still rock it. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dope.
When I was pressing my vinyl, I made 100 cassette tapes, and that was definitely rare. Which is only 100 people out there with the cassette.
Yeah. Yo, when I was in Indonesia, they're still pressing cassettes.
What?
Like new albums,
Yeah, right.
they're all out on cassettes.
that's dope.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people are like, that was a whole nother. I walked in the store. I'm like, yo, these are brand new albums that came out, like new artists that are out today, and they're all pressing cassettes. They have like a crazy aftermarket because a lot of even their old cars and shit, they still have cassette players.
Bomba Club.
So don't
How
front on
long
the
was the flight?
cassette.
How long is the
Cassette's
flight to
still big.
Indonesia?
Huh?
How long is the flight to Indonesia?
I actually flew from New York to Hong Kong, which is 19 hours. So then from Hong Kong, it's like a 2-hour flight to Singapore, and then you're kind of in the region. And when you're in that region, it's a whole different world. It's like taking the Greyhound.
Is there
Like
any
a
stop?
flight is like $50 in that region. You just float from place to place.
Yeah, that's how Europe was. I think I've taken a plane from England to Paris, Paris to Amsterdam, Amsterdam. $100 flights.
Yeah, they're mad cheap. So when people be booking their flights from here, they be getting ripped off. If you book it from home, You're getting ripped. All you have to do is book the major one in the major city, and then start booking your flights in there because they just like rip you off. The moment it comes from an American email, the price is 3 times the amount.
Teeth in people.
I know.
It's all about making more money, of course.
So yo, what you feel? What you guys like Megashan? I know you came out with documentary recently, like a couple months ago.
Yes, Rise of the T-shirt King.
Last year, wasn't it?
That was 2020. Because with COVID hit, everybody was locked down, and I said I can't sit in my house do nothing. So that's why we decided to make the documentary. Because I was going crazy, stuck. And I was trying to put out that album that was hosted by Jadakiss. And because we were shut down, I said I need to make use of my time. So me and my producer decided, let's make a documentary of what you've been doing. Get people to get to know you. Humanize you, is what he said. Let's humanize you. So yeah. But I got a new album coming out called Pain. I don't know if my record with Snoop Dogg and this Punjabi guy is going to be on it, but if it's not on that album, then it will be on the next one. And yeah, I'm going to have a lot of hot fire for everybody soon.
I got an album with Lem Bowen that's coming out of Winnipeg. So I'm producing the whole album from top to end.
Yeah.
So that record is crazy.
So you're the
it doesn't even
producer
sound
of the
like me
album?
on production. Huh?
You're the producer of the whole album, but you're doing some
I'm
tracks
producing
on
the
it
whole
too?
album. I'm pretty much mixing and producing the whole album. So he just dropped a new single with YSN Fab. He's out of Winnipeg too. So they dropped it I think 2 days ago, and it hit like just over 4,000 streams already coming out the gate. Like it's a whole different market. I feel like it's a whole different market in a weird way. Just because it's like people don't even associate me with the project, but the beats are so different but they're all Tough Dumpling beats on his project. And then Adversary, the Enemy. There was an unreleased album that I recorded early 2000, and we're set to try to get it out in 20 early next year. And that's all me on production too. So it's a lot of Tough Dumpling production that's just sitting in the cut.
Keep us updated with that, man.
I want to hear that.
Want to hear that, man. I'd like to hear some new stuff.
Well, it's not new, but it is new.
Well, to me, it's gonna be new.
What do we all think that the country can do to get the hip hop genre music more exposure?
They have to invest in the infrastructure, meaning more like programs, like media programs, and how they had Rolling Loud come here.
You're pretty much saying we need more of the. He's pretty much saying, look, we watched the culture for so long, right? So we need more of the big cultural platforms to be here to get recognition.
Like during Caravana, Drake does that OVO Fest. Yeah. This year, for the first time, he did it all Canadian showcase.
Yeah, that was dope. And
that, I believe, I seen Sean Desmond crying in an interview about it. He said, this guy changed my life with that one show. Yeah. So artists that bust like Drake, Justin Bieber and stuff, if they can keep doing things like that, that will definitely help the culture. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
True.
No, but
what do you think, Collision?
Back in the day.
No, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not in the thick of things.
Tell him, Royal. Wait. Hold up a second. Sorry to cut you off, but say it, Royal. Say what I say.
Toronto's a rock and roll city.
Yeah. I can't deny the fact. We are a rock town.
I didn't hear that.
We're a rock and roll city.
Rock and roll city?
Yep.
Yep. And a hockey city.
Hockey and rock and roll, bro.
It's always gonna come first.
It makes sense. But at the same time, we still have a whole energy and a style that you can't compare to anywhere else.
Sure.
You just gotta know how to get it out.
The biggest artists in the world right now are from Toronto, though.
Yeah.
No denial about that. But I'm just saying, and overall, you know why I'm saying this? Okay,
terms
from
of
back in the
support.
day
Yeah.
till now,
In terms of support,
when I go
Toronto
into like
is
what that entertainment newspaper and all that, when I'm looking like for hip hop shows and all that, guess what I see majority of it? Like majority. If it's big shows, small shows, big shows, small shows, rock, 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 hip hop maybe, rock, 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 maybe alternative, rock, 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 rock. Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
But hold on, the weekend just sold out the Sky Dome, not even ACC.
Yeah.
Sky Dome.
It don't
I think he
matter.
did 2 shows.
Listen
Two
here,
shows.
listen, wait there, hold on a minute. That don't
You
matter.
can do that any
That
city.
don't matter. You know how many
You can
venues
do
they
that any
have
city. The
every
weekend.
week? Rock, 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 rock,
But
rock,
you,
rock, rock,
but
rock, rock,
you
rock,
can't.
rock.
It's not because it's rock.
When you think
If there
about
were
it,
hip hop
it's a rock
groups
star.
in Toronto that had
Hold on.
live bands all the time, they'd probably get booked the same way as those rock groups. But a lot of artists want to go on stage by themselves, stand there by themselves, and walk across the stage doing their lyrics. And half of them don't even know their lyrics. They're singing it over the beat, and I'm like,
Yep,
"What in the?" And I said, I might as well listen to Spotify. What
I
is this?
know. No, it's true. I mean,
Yo,
I did a show in New
pause.
York. This is a few years ago. I did a show in New York. Someone I knew the owner, and he snuck me on the show. And the show had like all the artists that were on the show had to have 1 million views and up to be in the show.
Yeah. You're telling me.
So when I went on and rocked it, everybody went to the feed and we're like, "Yo, how did he get on the show? He don't have 1 million views." But when I realized none of them could rock a stage, I was just like, "Oh, you guys just sit by the computer all day watching numbers, and the moment you get the opportunity to do a show, it's like crickets. You can't do nothing. You never
Not a thing.
perform. You don't know how to. You cup in the mic,
Never rehearsed.
and so that's what happens
No
when
energy.
Oh,
No
yo, yo,
you
energy.
know.
yo, check this out. Check this out. You guys, I'm sure you guys watch the verses, right?
That's bad.
Yeah,
Right?
which one?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, hold
Dipset
on. I'm
versus.
about to bring up something. You seen the one with Jadakiss and
Yeah.
you see
That's
what he
how that
said?
show was like.
No, but you see what he said though, right? In one of the what he said though, right? When he said, "Yo, stop going over your songs and all of that, huh? That's not no real skills and all that." Hey, you know what I mean? Remember?
But you know,
No,
this
he
is
did
listen,
know, but he called it
listen.
out
This
live out there.
okay.
He
This is
called it.
when
He
we talk
called
about
it.
hip hop is hip hop, but now this is the industry now. All these people who are performing all around the world. That's what
Rasta, give him the other mic. Give him the other mic
I'm
for what
talking
he's
about.
saying.
These commercial artists, right? Right now, this is the trend now because there's so much music out there now. No one's being like the pure hip hop. After doing hip hop, the pure hip hop traditional artists, they're just doing that same thing. What we're talking about,
A lot of people are
what we're
doing it. It's just
criticizing.
What?
forefront
Even
more
some people who've been
commercial.
around for a while now, they're doing that.
Doing what? Doing the voiceover
Yeah,
thing?
they're doing that right
Listen
now.
here. The only way you should be doing your voiceover
Because
thing,
they punch record.
the only thing, the
So how
only
could they
reason what
perform
listen,
it if
the
they punch
only
record it?
way they should be doing it using your damn ad libs for backup and all them thing there to have some clarity and for your whatever for the performance. You don't use the whole entire track.
But
But
hey,
hold on. If they use the whole entire track, at least know all of your lyrics.
you can use the
At
whole
least,
thing.
So they
Just
get
know it.
lazy and they depend on
Yeah.
the actual.
at
And
No,
look,
least know your
do,
lyrics.
doing a live show is a skill that no one talks about.
No,
I know. I
It's just
talk
one of
about it.
those skills that no one talks
People are
about.
scared of that
because
conversation.
I
it's a
mean,
lost art. It's a lost
yeah,
art.
it's just like,
People are scared of that
the first thing
conversation.
I'll tell one of these kids on YouTube, I go watch a KRS One show, and then let me know what you think,
And that's the
Everything is
only
fair.
because
person
he's
I
not
was
gonna know
going to see
any
in
of the
concert that I
songs,
haven't
but
seen.
he's gonna rock them. I know he's gonna rock it.
Yeah,
Confidence, he has the
damn
whole package.
straight. You know.
because he focused. That's what he focused on. It's like if people are paying money to see a show, give them a show. What is the point?
Yeah,
Damn right, yo. Exactly. Point taken.
but at the same time, I have to leave leeway for the younger crowd being used to that and never seen like a
Yeah.
KRS
See,
One.
I like at
You
least
get
you
what I'm
said
saying?
that. Yeah, we could get them that
Like,
vibe. They're
there's a
not used to
whole
seeing it.
crowd that when they see performance, all they know is to hold their phone up.
Yeah.
And it's the whole show, they're just holding their phone up. They're not even taking in the performance. And there's a whole crowd that's dedicated in doing that. That's
Right.
what a live show is to them. It's to really go and just hold up their phone. And I don't know what they do with the footage after,
Well, to be
because
honest
they
with you,
literally
you
hold it
know,
up the whole show.
to
If
be
you go
honest
on
with you,
stage for an hour, their hands is up for an hour.
you know what I do? To be honest with you, like yeah, I like to take clips. I don't like to do the whole entire like a clip. Next artist,
Yeah, no,
clip.
I get
Same
the
media
clip.
though. He's
But
talking
if
about
you ever really watch
no, but
all
when
these
it's a fan,
shows,
yeah,
no
yeah.
one puts their hands down. The phones stay up
Yo,
like
yo,
24/7
Right.
hold on.
And
throughout the
hand
show.
must get tired, star. You know what I mean? Hand must get tired. You
Nigga shot.
conditioned to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shit.
man. So, yo, what's coming up for you, man? Collision. What's coming up?
Yeah, man. Anything for the like before the year's end. You know what I mean? Like anything like any singles or anything like that. We get.
Yeah, you have something.
I
Right?
mean, the vibes track, the Pro Logic track is
Okay.
going to be the track right now.
Okay.
Video, right? You have
Um,
a video for it.
yeah, they actually did a video. It's all cartoony, so they all like
Okay.
drew characters and shit.
Yo,
So it's in like a cartoon format.
yo, send my brother that, man. I would like to
Yeah.
look at that, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not out yet. I think
Not yet?
October 28th. I'll send it to you. I think it's out October 28th.
All right then, man.
So I got that, and then the Tough Dumpling album right now that's out.
gonna
I
check
think
that out.
Donuts is the next single, but that won't come out until next year.
Well, I'm always looking forward to it, man. Like
So-
like I said, man, I'm still amazed up to yo. R.I.P. to your brethren there, still, man. You know what I mean? On that track, man, he just went totally crazy back in the day on that CD, man.
No, for sure. I mean, we came out.
Holy.
I mean, our radio station freestyle.
Yes. Yeah, man. It's like a fucking marathon, you fucking guys.
Yeah,
did,
we just
like,
could. And the funny thing is, we were supposed to actually perform songs that night. And you know,
Okay.
back in the day, we had like a DAT. We had a
Yeah.
DAT tape,
that machine.
Yeah.
and we brought the DAT machine, and the DAT tape broke on us.
Oh shit.
And then we were debating canceling the interview.
yeah.
And then they're like, "Well, just freestyle." We're like, "All right, let's go on it."
Mhm.
So the freestyle wasn't planned. The freestyle actually happened because the DAT tape broke.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Because of that, the fire blazed. Yeah, you know what I mean? Look like it looked like the broke. It just broke it to make it amazing, man. I just was up to now.
Sometimes
Like,
things
yo,
happen for a reason.
you know what I mean?
So the team set up.
Yeah, we're just going. It was one of those things where it was just like, and I think the group transitioned over the time.
Mhm.
When we first came out, we were known as Diss Artists because everybody was like, "Oh, this guy's this. These guys are just this in the city." But I think that freestyle was like, "Oh shit, these guys actually can rap."
Yeah.
And I think that freestyle set a whole different tone where they're like, "Oh, we landed in battle rap territory, right?
Was,
right
was
then."
that the
there.
last thing he recorded or no?
He died a month after that freestyle.
Oh man.
It's literally we did that freestyle, and we're supposed to sign the record deal that month too
Man,
to
you know
put
how
out the Tough
vexed- you
Dumpling
know how
album. The
vexed I
CD
was?
that you got, the way
Yeah.
you have it
Yeah.
is the way I formatted is where we left off. That's why it's so much beats because we never made it to the studio.
Oh.
And the record label was just like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "Let's just put out the record."
Yeah.
If you look at the album, there's only 4 vocal tracks,
Yeah.
a freestyle,
Yeah.
and almost 20 beats.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was basically I gave everybody the album like
As is.
if you know he died, so everything stopped, and I just handed in the beats.
Well, yo, man, it's still a classic. It's a good vibing. Like, yo, I like time to time I like to put it on and vibe to it, and I'm like, yo, it's still up to this day. It's a classic. Anybody, if you you have to check it out. The album Top Dumpling, man.
But at least you didn't get discouraged after.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
the second album
time,
came out 20 years later, though.
yo, during that time when it came out, I was like vexed after when I go, yo, in past? I went, what the fuck?
I went, nah, man. I go, nah, bro. Like, what
But
the
how?
hell, man?
Look, do you mind if I ask? Did he have sleep apnea?
Um, they call it sudden death baby syndrome.
Oh.
It's basically you forget. You know when you snore, it basically the snoring is supposed to wake you up to trigger you up to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
That's really why we snore. But apparently, what happens if your brain doesn't trigger you to wake up, you could just slowly drift away. And the weird thing was when I was doing research, it was the same age group, like 21. They had like certain like everybody that died happened to be the same age. Like when
Mm.
I was doing research on it, it's either babies or people in their like around 21. Like I was looking at the time of death from all the other people who died from similar things, and it seemed to be for some reason roughly the same age.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Man.
I just had to.
But like when he passed, it was one of those things that just caught everybody off guard. His
Yeah.
family, the whole nine. It was, when people pass, it's like you kind of like,
Uh,
okay, it's a car
all right.
accident
I'm just gonna relate it
or
like
some
this.
shit like
I'm gonna
that.
relate it like this, okay? Just like Pac, all right? Straight up. I was just saying, yo, you know what Vex I'm like saying, yo, I wanted to see the man do more acting, more movies and shit. That's what I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, don't get me wrong, things happen, but yo, man, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
those
I'm
things.
like,
Like
come
I
on.
paid for tickets. It was at C&E to see Biggie, and he
Mm,
died before he got. It was a caravana. He was supposed to perform, and
oh shit,
what happened in that caravana? The Rascals ended up performing there, and Puff Daddy still came. But I was like, I never got to see this guy. I'm vexed,
yeah.
and I had tickets to see him. I'm vexed.
I got to see that what the year when they came back, the Bad Boy family and Mace and all of them at C&E. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Allure, the with Total and all of them, the Locks.
I don't
You
even
know
know
what
how
I
to hold this.
mean?
Where the camera is on this damn phone.
Yeah, man. We're just chopping it up, man. Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Night
Yeah,
down
as
to earth.
usual, man. It's good seeing you, both of you, brother. Like, it's
To
good
tap you in.
talking about, the hip hop culture and stuff, brother. Like, I'm hoping we could do this again sometime again. You know what I mean?
Well, yo,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm available whenever you guys
Yeah, man.
need me
Because
on a Zoom, dog.
on the real, we could have at least up to 9 guests at the same time.
That's true, yeah.
You know what I'm
See.
saying? A good conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I hear
Straight
you.
up.
This
Good,
again,
man. Definitely. For sure. But everybody, please subscribe to everybody's platform here.
Yep.
You done know. Mega Sean, Top Dumpling,
Yeah,
Down
Mega
to Earth
Sean Music
Podcast.
on Instagram. Mega Sean Music on Instagram.
Done know,
Or go to
man.
the
Tough Dumpling
website.
on Instagram,
Go to the website.
toughdumpling.com.
Yo, man, before
M
y'all
for the
go, man, give
movement
us a shout out for
dot
Down to Earth
com. M for the
Podcast, man.
movement.ca. Say
Give
again.
us a shout out for Down to Earth Podcast before we all go, brother.
For sure, Down to Earth Podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe. You watch
Yeah,
this
Down to Earth
episodes.
Podcast. Subscribe.
And
No,
You don't
right, you
know.
know.
you're not
Yeah,
gonna get.
man, this is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. You
Or
don't know.
Santa Claus
Salute to
now
my
come.
brothers.
Santa
We
Claus
are
now come to
signing
your house
out.
if you don't subscribe. Oh.
Free planting for anybody subscribe.
Yeah, boy. And we end